Hello, friends, and welcome to another figure study, where we appreciate the form in Transformers. And today it is all about Masterpiece Optimus Primal. The first, so far only, won't forever be the only, but the first and only so far Masterpiece Beast Wars figure. And this guy is pretty darn neat. Now, I mean, his gorilla mode is definitely not perfect. You know, that much should be obvious right from the get-go. But he does look good. I mean, you've got, you can do like the on all fours pose, which is nice to begin with. But as far as like the actual, is that not in all the way? It's weird. Like the actual detailing is very nice. He's got, I mean, that is a very Optimus Primal face. And he actually has a bunch of other faces that he comes with. I'm not going to be showing them all off because I'm just sticking with the defaults, but he has at least a couple others. Got some nicely done gorilla arms. Now this I thought was disappointing. In the promo shots, these were in more, like this. Like it hid that white bit of the robot part of the arm a lot better. But they don't stay like that. Like, there's nothing that I've been able to figure out to do that actually makes that stay locked in like that. It just always has that little bit showing, which is just a shame. But, I don't know. What can you do? The, Hi? Sorry, you can't see because it's off camera, but a little kitten just jumped up onto my lap. Well, we'll see if she joins us for the rest of this video. Anyway, so yeah, going on to like the profile, looks all right. The head, it's a little bit weird when ow. Little kitten tried to climb over my shoulder. Do you want to be in the video? Come on. Here, you can be in the video. Okay, everybody, this is Astrid, and Astrid is not cooperating. Say hi, Astrid. Say, Astrid. Hey, say hello. Close enough. Bless you. Right. Anyway, no, she's not done. Okay, I think she's done. Getting back to Primal. Boy. I'd say we were going off script, but I never use a script. Anyway. Yeah, the head looks a little bit disconnected here when you've got it tilted up like this when he's in this particular pose, but you can just tilt it back down, close that up, and it looks fine. Maybe I'm actually gonna... One second. The price of kittens. Anyway, I think I'm going to get him into his standing pose, so I'm just gonna bear with me while I readjust his pelvis here. It'll make it easier to show off his, there we go. It'll make it easier to show off his more of his gorilla deets. Oh god, did I really just say deets? I'm sorry. Make it easier to show off his gorilla details. Okay. So, standing upright Optimus Primal. Pretty much the same, different pose, nice and stocky, very gorilla-like. I'm still annoyed at these arms not quite coming in further, but overall, though, I think the proportions work okay, aside from the shoulders being noticeably weird. I really like the detail they put into this figure, I have to say. It's really impressive. The feet look a little bit weird, very flat, very boxy, and you do have, of course, the robot feet sticking out there, which is just weird, but like, I mean, I can appreciate them adding these bits to kind of cover up these gaps that are there, which is fine, but like the feet themselves just seem kind of again, flat and boxy. Compared to the rest of him, which is actually fairly nice, at least from the front, in terms of like overall proportions. He doesn't really have much in the way of articulation, but looks good. And I really like this semi-metallic gunmetal blue shade that they got going on in like the abdomen area. Yeah, he's covered in panels, but the coloring is nice. And again, there's his face. Hello. From the side, it starts to fall apart a bit because the silhouette on the legs is just wrong. And from the back, it's, again, lots of panels, which is okay, but this is a shame. I'm not sure what they could have done to cover this up more, but it's still a shame. But, you know, as long as you're seeing from the front or a slight angle, it looks fine. And again, I think this looks quite good, all things considered. But of course, this robot mode is really where it's at. But yeah, this is good. I can get behind this. There's, you know, they do a surprising amount with just basically taking this mode and stretching it out to turn it into a robot. It's quite effective. Anyway, we're going to take a look at that. Okay, and here we have Masterpiece Optimus Primal in his robot mode, and this is awesome. I mean, you know, they do a surprising amount with what they had for the, you know, for Gorilla mode. A lot of nice little details come out here. Coloring's still great. Have some paint issues, which I will mention in a minute, but overall, this looks fantastic. I mean, you know, I haven't analyzed the Beast Wars cartoon models or anything like that, but this looks just great. Really does. The overall, just like you've got like all these little bits of detail everywhere, and I'll bring them in closer so we can see some of it. Like the feet work a lot better as robot feet than as gorilla feet. And I like that piston detail that they have going on in there. Looks pretty nice. I also like how the calves kind of bulk out for robot mode. It is a shame. I've been noticing how the knee bits here have some kind of splotchy paintwork. It's just kind of a bummer. Yeah, it's not like this one's okay, but this one kind of sloppy. And you've got similar like white and red on the arms here, and this paint quality here looks okay on that side, but then on this side there's like some bits missing. So yeah, it's kind of inconsistent, which is a shame. And it's also a shame because like if I didn't point this out in Gorilla mode because I was distracted by a kitten, but a lot of people have been pointing this out, and I totally agree. They did a really nice job with the paint on the Gorilla bits, like to actually try and emulate fur. I'm not sure exactly how they pulled this off, but it looks really, really good. I do have a few areas where it seems a little bit like scuffed, and I don't think it's from transformation. It's just kind of scuffed. I don't know, but overall it looks good. And then some very nice dark, almost metallic gunmetal here in the pelvis area with this nice blue. And the chest detail, I really like the chest detail, like the venting, the crest, just the paint, all that looks really good. It is a very, very nice assortment of paint there. And let's get him doing the splits so that we can get the head without having to adjust anything. The head also looks really, really nice. Like that is definitely Optimus Primal. And he has a few different faces. Like I said with the Gorilla mode, I'm not going to be switching to them, I'm just going with the default. But he looks really, really nice. I don't have the batteries that go in there that make his eyes light up, but I don't really think he needs them because his eyes look totally fine as they are. But yeah, there's some nice details, some nice paint. Again, a little sloppy in a few spots with the paint, which is a shame. I don't know, maybe they just spent all their effort on doing the fur or something, but it's a shame that some of the paint is a little bit on the sloppy side. Not, you know, terribly so, but just when you get up close and inspect it, it's a little bit off. Yeah, it looks great. I love this bluish metallic color that they got going on for the helmet here. That is really, really nice. It's just a nice sculpt, a nice set of colors. It's very, very cool. Now getting back to his overall robot mode, this is just a very neat looking robot mode. I really, really do like this guy. Like, it's, you know, typical Optimus Primal shape, but I think it works really well. The big shoulder pads, the, you know, the white thighs, the knee bits, these weird kind of spherical hips that they got going on, I think actually work pretty well. And I do really like this color breakup, like I think I mentioned already. I don't remember if I mentioned it already, but I think I did. And I'm just a huge fan of this metallic blue that they have going kind of throughout the torso area. Even from the side, he looks good. And from the back, he looks pretty nice too. Like, just nice and clean overall. And here you can see, when I transform him, just by default, I transform him to have like the little jet boosters out. You can leave those in, but I prefer to leave them out because why not? And then he's got his shoulder cannons on either side. And those, of course, look neat when you have those out. I haven't quite lined up, but yeah, they look good. Not quite as pronounced as the original toy. And these also have a nice kind of dark metallic gray that kind of matches the dark metallic gray for the pelvis there. And I like how when they're out, they're a good detail. When they're tucked away, you don't even really notice that they're there. Now, he does have a couple other accessories, and in addition to the faces, he has his swords. I'm not going to bother with the swords because, you know me and accessories, but those look good as well. Yeah, just overall, this figure is very nice. I like how he's like this squat, kind of powerful-looking fellow, and he doesn't necessarily look squat when there's nothing else to compare him to, but he is definitely on the shorter end of like Masterpiece. Well, not shorter, like I guess mid-range. Like, he's definitely shorter than MP10, but also taller than Masterpiece Bumblebee. I think Masterpiece Bumblebee comes up to like maybe there on him. So yeah, he's a good size. He is very neat. And I really, really like what they did with this sculpt. Like the way that the belly kind of moves up and becomes the chest piece instead of what they did with the original figure, awkwardly turning the gorilla head into this. It all just works really well. And he's pretty nicely posable. I do take issue with these elbows like a lot of people do, where if you view them from the side, it's just this weird kind of breakup there. And if it's bent slightly, it's not as bad, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what they could have done to make that any better, but it's like one minor issue that I have with this design. I think overall, though, just the total package robot is fantastic. Like the hands, the crooked fingers are a little bit, it would be nice if they could straighten out a little bit more, but I am just a little confused, like a lot of other people have been with this. Like, there's this weird little divot and hole in this particular panel for the arm that isn't on this side, and I don't know why that is, because this just, it's, in gorilla mode too, it's a pain, because it sticks out like a sore thumb, basically. It's just, I don't understand why that needed to be there. But, oh well. One last thing, gonna try to take a look at his arm blasters. See if we can actually get this without pulling out a tool of some kind. Such a pain to do, because I don't really have much in the way of fingernails. Nothing pronounced, anyway. Come on. Punch that up. Come on. Come on. Making progress. We're kind of making progress. I want to try and do this on camera, but it's difficult to... Come on. There we go. There we go. Just gotta get it started. Come on. Wiggle it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. And pull that out the rest of the way. Now, both arms have this. I'm not going to do it for the other one because it's just awkward enough as it is, but there is some nice detailing on the guns. And I think it's nice that they did like a little bit of a metallic paint on the inside here. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, that definitely looks better than the blaster that we got with the original toy. See if I can find a good pose for it. Yeah, that is neat. I do like those. I think it's cool that they included them, and you don't have to actually mess around with attachments or anything like that. They tuck away very nicely. Like, they look like panels when you shove them back in. They are definitely panels, but it cleans up very nicely. And I am a fan of things that clean up nicely. I am also a fan of Masterpiece Optimus Primal. He is one that I was kind of going back and forth with myself on when I first saw the promo shots, and then eventually it was just like, this guy looks too cool in all the other videos I've seen, so I'm going to get him, and I am very happy I did, because he is a stocky but solid little cool dude. So yeah, that has been my look at Takara's Masterpiece Optimus Primal. This guy is very cool. If you're on the fence, don't be. I think virtually any video you look up on this guy is going to say that he's awesome, and he is. But thank you everybody for watching. I think Astrid says thank you as well, but I don't think she's going to be showing up for this part of the video because I think all the loud noises of this thing falling down spooked her. But yes, thank you. Anyway, this has been the video of 1,000 interruptions. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you everybody for watching. As per usual, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Any combination of those three would make me a happy Rob, and it would probably, just by proxy, make Astrid a happy kitten. And remember, art is more than meets the eye.